Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, I'm doing this video because someone had asked me if I could do a video on parenting. And when they asked me, at first I was thinking in my head, no, because that's not really my thing. And I'm not gonna say I'm a perfect parent. And I don't believe in, I don't believe that there's a one size fit all type of technique that you can just apply to all kids, because we're all different. There's a lot of different things that shape who we are. It shapes our personality, like our genes and our environment, and things like that. So you got the nature and the nurture, and this is something that I felt that I would speak on because I think it's important. I think that I am learning big time from the mistakes that I have done. So I would like to share, and hopefully this could be helpful to other parents who are like this. So let me get into it. I believe the saying that it takes a village to raise a child, and something like that says a lot, because nowadays communities are all broken up. People don't talk to each other. No one don't want to discipline their kid. Now I can understand there's some crazy people out here in the world, and of course you don't want some psycho hitting or abusing your child. But back in the day, in the neighborhood, kids knew they didn't curse in front of adults. They had more respect because they knew that lady next door, Miss Vina, Miss Sue, Miss whoever, she was gonna tear your butt up and discipline you, and then take you back home to your mother, and then you was gonna get disciplined again. Now all of a sudden these laws, you can't do this, you can't do that. So who becomes the victim? The parents now, because instead of the child getting disciplined, the parents are getting disciplined from the cops if they discipline their child. So they're afraid to even do anything. And now we got these out of control, disrespectful kids running around with their pants hanging off their butt, calling each other bees and everything. So, and the N-word. So, I just think, what I want to point out is we have to stop rescuing our kids for everything. If they fall, let them get back up by themselves. If they make a mistake, let them figure it out sometimes. We can't always jump to their rescue and be there for their every need, because they're not learning anything. They're not building any character. They're not using their brain and thinking for themselves on what's the next best move that I should make, because we're so quick to think it out for them, and then we wonder why, what's up? How come they're not using their brain, like we did? Because we're not allowing them to. Okay. These kids, they don't have social skills anymore. Social skills has been replaced with social media. There's basically no thinking, because the media and the devices that they're on all day long is doing the thinking for them. Life is the best teacher. The hardest thing, okay, that a mother can do is let go and allow their kids to grow up. And I don't want to just say a mother, because that's kind of biased, because there's a lot of great fathers out there that don't get acknowledged and appreciated for what they do. So let me rephrase that and say the hardest thing that a parent can do, and I apologize for that. The hardest thing that parents can do is to allow their kids to grow up. And what does that mean? That means that, like, at that very moment of when the things are happening, the love that you have for them, it just makes you want to just hurry up and rescue them. You want to save them from any hurt and any pain. But pain sometimes help you grow. And I know that I've learned so much from my mistakes, and life is the best teacher, and experience is what you get, when you go through certain things. It allows you to learn from your mistakes. And when we keep blocking that, and it kind of like, it's like, well, how do you expect them to ever learn? Like that I don't know if y'all remember the movie Ray Charles, when he was blind, and something happened. He fell, and his mother was washing the dishes, and she went to go run to his rescue, and he was calling, "Mama, Mama, I can't see." And he was patting around, and she stopped herself. And even though, and like I felt that because I'm a mom, and even though she wanted to run over to him and help him get up, she didn't. And what happened? What happened is he had to stop. He had to think. He had to figure out how to feel his way around and get up on his own. And that was a moment where he became independent in that sense, you know, being able to stand up on his own 2 feet as a person who can't see, feeling around him, making sure it was secure, he didn't bang his head, certain things. And then he started to use his other senses even better. And he told his mom, "Mom, I can hear you. I can hear you standing over there, and I could hear that bird outside." You know, all of these things. That's what we have to do. When I say that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do when it comes to our kids. We have to allow them to fall, get some scrapes and bruises. We have to allow them to experience pain. We can't protect them all the time because when we're not here, who's going to do it? And you don't want them to not be able to know how to deal with the pain. They got to know how to deal with things. They got to know how to get through it. And we're just not going to always be there to do it for them. And we're holding them back, and we're setting them up for failure when we do that. So the bottom line is we cannot be rescue parents anymore. So if you are like me, because I am a rescue parent, okay, I'm always there to say, no, let me stop this. You know, I want to teach everything that I know. And I even want to teach them the lessons that I've learned the hard way from. And I get upset, you know, when they're not listening. But at the same time, I have to say, oh, well, let them find out, you know. So I'm learning, and that's where I'm taking my journey to now. Of course, I love my kids. I don't want anything to ever happen to them. And I will protect them. I'm not saying that I'm going to just let anything happen to them, but certain things that I know that's not going to kill them, that they can learn from, I'm going to let that happen. So the bottom line is this. If you want your kids to be able to survive without you, you have to stop being rescue parents. You have to let them live and let them learn, because life is the best teacher besides us as parents. Life gives you experience. Think about you and yourself and how you learned. Okay, we could sit here and talk about all the things that we can do, but that's because it was something that happened, that we experienced some type of pain that woke us up, and we said, I don't want to go through that no more. And this is how I'm not going to go through it, because I remember what I did the first time and that didn't work. So one of the things that I want to tell y'all is this. They say when you're a teacher, it's not the child who's the slow learner if you're consistently doing the same thing all the time and they're not getting it. You are the slow learner because you're the one that's not getting the fact that they're not learning anything by the way that you keep teaching it. You have to switch it up. The slow learner is not them, it's you. Because you're the one that keep on doing the same thing over and over, and you haven't learned that the way that you're teaching is not working. So try a different method, okay? And that's not nothing to be, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Educate, teach your kids, but allow them to make their mistakes. If you're a rescue parent and you're out there, try to work on fixing it. Try to stop being one, and try to let your kids learn from their own mistakes sometimes. That's it. I'm out. Oh. Please hit like, please subscribe, and please share. Thank you.